everyone, this is Debs and this is your TGIF for Friday the 6th of June 2025. We are heading firmly into the weekend. Thank God it's Friday. If you're ready, let's jump in, and of course we're going to be starting off with the sign of Aries. Okay, here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, what do we have please for my lovely Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday the 6th of June, moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. What do we have for my Aries please, Michael? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do we have for Aries? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody in matador pants in a ring with a bull. Aries, are you having issues with the Taurus? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just seeing this guy almost panicking, running around this ring with this bull chasing him. Okay, Aries. Let's get into this, guys. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay, Aries. Seven of Pentacles. What you been up to, Aries? Looking at past mistakes with the Lover. The Chariot. I'm hearing I just want to get out of here. Okay, Cancerian energy. Eight of Wands. Someone's not happy, Aries. Oh, okay. Someone's not happy. Okay, yeah, Page of Cups. All right, Aries, you may have apologized to someone. You may have apologized to someone, Aries. Male or female, right? You took a lover in the past. You may have left very quickly. And I think this lover was very angry and you had to apologize. You may have simply gone back to your wife or husband. Okay. Two of Cups. Okay. Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. Okay. Oh my goodness. Aries, this poor person, whoever they are, they fell in love with you. Your lover fell in love. Okay. I think you were in it, to be honest with you, for the passion. I think your lover is telling you, but I fell for you, Aries. But what are you doing? You're holding back. You're holding back. It's as if, look, we had fun, it was a great time, but I wasn't planning on offering you long-term commitment. I'm sorry. But I think the person that you left behind, Aries, was distraught because they fell for you, guys. Six of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. Okay, Aries, they're heartbroken. What you are also realizing is there's not going to be a chance of going back. Because this is you thinking, I'm going to hold back for a while. I'm going to sit with my emotions, my feelings. I might change my mind later on. That's your mindset. And guys, this could be completely switched, okay? But what you're realizing is this guy is, or this woman is, so upset because they really fell in love with you that you've sabotaged a future with this person. I think what you're realizing is they were ready to offer you commitment, but you betrayed them. And with the Three of Swords, they're heartbroken. So what you're realizing is you can't go back. You can't go back. Underneath the deck, guys, Two of Wands. You're actually standing at crossroads, Aries. Page of Wands. I think there was a massive argument because with the Ten of Pentacles, this person realized you weren't going to leave your partner. Seven of Wands, they put up very strong defenses after you admitted the truth. King of Swords. Now this could be you, Aries. They may have seen you as simply being strategic, wanting to have a fling with them, stringing them along a little bit, okay? The World, you've closed out being strategic. Or if you're a female and you were thinking of seeking legal advice to divorce, you're deciding against that. And with the energy of Temperance, you're now in a temperate place. It's as if, okay, I had my fun, didn't realize my lover was going to fall for me, didn't realize I'd have all these issues. That was a mistake. But what you're also realizing, Aries, is you can never go back to this person because you left them brokenhearted. Okay, so even if you did change your mind about ending a long-term situation, because of how hurt they felt, they're not wanting to revisit this. You're just coming to terms with that, Aries. Okay, guys? Yeah. And as I said, this could be completely switched. So let's have a look at what you would want to say to your person. All right, because I do feel with the Lovers and the Seven of Pentacles, this is a lover situation and you looking back with regret. It may well have been you. Okay, guys, but if it's not, just switch it. Here we go, guys. Let's have a look at what you would want to say to this lover. Yep, there's a third party. Okay, Aries, so did you not initially tell them that this was just going to be a fling? Did you behave as if you were single? Aries, you may have done this over and over with other people, other lovers, pretended you were single and then got scared because they were falling for you and went back to your partner, right? Aries, will you give me a second chance? Fights, arguments, conflict. What you're realizing, Aries, is this person is not ready to give you a second chance because you betrayed them in the past and left them heartbroken. Okay, guys, I am really sorry, but I'm planning on reaching out to you. Aries, you sabotaged the past. This is someone who really wanted to commit to you or felt that they were ready to put in effort in this relationship, but with the Ten of Swords, they felt betrayed and were left in heartbreak. So I think the divine is saying, Aries, leave this person be. Until you're really ready to end the relationship you're in, which obviously is very unhappy for you, then they're suggesting you hold back your passion. Because all you're doing is upsetting a lot of people and racking up karma, you know? What you are saying to this lover is, there is a third party, so you may have pretended you were single. You've done this before, repetitive cycles. You're wanting to go back to them, but what you're realizing is there's no way they're going to allow that. Arguments, you know, fights, conflict. Maybe you're fighting again with your partner and you're wanting to go back to your lover. But Aries, I think this person is done. Underneath the deck, I'm so sorry. Aries, what you're realizing is this is over. It's a done deal. Okay, guys? Alrighty. So, people, leaving it there, we're moving now to the sign of Taurus. Okay, my lovely Taurians, let's jump in and find out what the next few days are going to bring you. By the way, I Palo Santo the deck after each reading. Okay, just in case you wondered. That's why I don't just on camera clear all the cards and shuffle again, because I think it's really important to clear the deck. Okay, my lovely Taurians. Archangel Michael, what do we have for Taurus? Lots of energy in this deck, guys. The cards are jumping. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing planting new seeds. I'm seeing somebody in a greenhouse sprinkling tiny seeds onto soil, pressing them down gently, watering them. Okay, Taurus, you may be looking at growing something new. Okay, it could be a business, it could be a relationship. It could be you're wanting to... I'm now seeing somebody throwing away old soil that's all crusty and infested, I'm hearing. I'm seeing ants crawling along this soil. Okay, You're getting rid of something, Taurus, that just wasn't working for you anymore. Okay, guys. Oh, wow. Straight out with the Lovers. You might have been in a connection with an Aries. They had this as their first card as well. Lovers. Three of Cups. Okay, Taurus. Page of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. A lot of Pentacles energy here, Taurus, but you're an earth sign, so okay. Page of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. The Hermit. Virgo energy. The King of Pentacles. Strong Virgo energy. Okay, my lovely Taurians. I might be connecting with a masculine Taurian for this particular week. What I think we have here is you as a masculine Taurus realizing that your partner, who could be a Gemini or a Virgo, potentially cheated on you with a lover. I think you guys have patched things up. You may have children together. You may be thinking about the long-term stability of a family relationship here, you know, family dynamic. We got a beautiful house, we got kids, right? Let's look at the practicalities. I think, Taurus, they're asking you to actually move with the Ace of Pentacles for a fresh, clean slate. You initially said, Taurus, that this was something that you would consider. Okay, good idea, right? Let's start all over again. Fresh, clean slate, new seeds planted. But with the 5 of Pentacles, Taurus, what you're realizing is you feel left out in the cold. And even though you may feel it's the right thing to do to stay with this person for financial stability, the emotion has just gone from this connection. And so you're sitting on the fence. Do I stay married and continue to feel left out in the cold, worried that my partner's going to cheat on me again? Or should I stay in this relationship? I think you've withdrawn to consider what you want to do here. 9 of Swords. There is some anxiety, guys, because with the 4 of Wands, you may be fearful of losing your house. You may have been in the same home for 20 years and you may not want to leave your house. 4 of Swords, it's your home, right? You love your home. Moon. Okay, yeah. You're dealing with a Queen of Swords, all right. You don't feel, Taurus, as a masculine, that your Queen of Swords is telling you the truth. She may very well be a Gemini. What you feel she's hiding is that she may restart an affair with someone from her past all over again, despite you moving from the area you're in. You feel it's only a matter of time until she cheats on you again. So what you're thinking about is it worth the upheaval of leaving our home, right? Selling the house, moving somewhere completely different, if our marriage has crumbled? I mean, what you're thinking about, Taurus, is what's the point? But I think, Taurus, she's keen to hang on to you, and it may well be, guys, in the nicest sense, it's because you're sat on the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you may be giving this woman a very good life. You may be a power couple. I don't know. So I think I'm connecting with a masculine who knows that their partner cheated. You could be married to this woman, Taurus. She's suggesting a brand new start. She's saying, sorry, you know, coming back to you. I'm so sorry. I want to reconcile after an affair. But what you're thinking about is, yeah, it's because we're sitting on the 10 of Pentacles. And so you don't know what to do. Underneath the deck, guys, Page of Cups. You two may have kids, or she may have apologized to you for the Seven of Swords, for being deceitful. Seven of Cups, but you're wondering, well, I found out about this affair. Did she cheat on me before? Were there several lovers? I mean, you don't know what to think here, Taurus. There were arguments about this. I think with the Two of Swords, you're no longer communicating with this person. I mean, you could be living under the same roof, but you're not really talking, you know. You're wondering, should I work on this because this is what my partner wants to do? Or should I leave with the energy of the Chariot for a brand new cycle with somebody else? You may be thinking of a Cancerian that you want to be with, Taurus. Underneath that, Ace of Cups. I mean, what you're thinking about is it doesn't make any difference whether or not we stay in this lovely house or whether or not we move house. The fact is, I can't trust my partner. I think my partner's going to cheat on me again. And I think you're dealing with a strategic Queen of Swords. You don't know what she's going to do from one day to the next. You're trying to heal, thinking about your home, feeling really stressed. You've distanced yourself. And you're trying to make a decision. Should I say, no, I'm sorry, I actually think we should end this? Or should I say yes with the hope that she's not going to cheat on you again? You're trying to make a decision, Taurus. You don't know what to do right now. Let's get some messages from this person to you. Just seen 18:18 on the clock, guys, if that means anything to anyone. So what messages does this Queen of Swords want to give to my lovely Taurians? Now, this could even be same sex, guys, but we have a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords. Okay, your Queen of Swords is actually saying to you, I still have growing to do, which may mean she's sitting in a little bit of a flighty, I'm still feeling young, free and single type energy. This might be somebody who's just not comfortable in a long-term commitment, Taurus, whereas you are. Okay, I'm working up the courage to contact you, which means, Taurus, that you two are not under the same roof at the moment. She doesn't know what she wants, Taurus. That's what she's saying to you. She doesn't actually know what she wants. She said to you she wants to patch things up with you, but you're worried it's because of the financial stability of the relationship, not because she loves you. And there is something she's hiding from you. We've got the Moon and the Queen of Swords. What is she hiding from you, Taurus? Okay, wow, spiritual awakening. Which means, Taurus, that the person that she had an affair with, she believes, is a deep past life soulmate or her true divine twin. So it might have been almost impossible for her to resist this person, okay, if there's a very strong spiritual connection. But, I mean, that's no excuse to cheat on you, Taurus. But what she's not telling you is this was not just her heading off just because she got bored or just because she wanted somebody to show her attention. No, she met a deep past life soulmate or her true divine twin. And I think she's going through a spiritual awakening, understanding this is a very, very strong bond. But she still doesn't have the courage to leave you because you're both sat on the Ten of Pentacles. You may have children, Page of Pentacles. So she's not doing that, but you don't know, Taurus, whether or not she's going to cheat on you again. Taurus, let's have one message from you to her. Yes, you felt betrayed. So Taurus, I mean, if I was in your shoes, I would actually let this woman go, because if she has met her true divine twin, it's almost an impossible bond to break. Well, you can't break it. You just have to manage the connection as best you can, right? But it's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, guys? So, my lovely Taurians, there we have it. Moving now to the sign of Gemini. So, Gems, here we go. Let's dive in, find out what's going on for you guys. Oh, these readings have been challenging, but What can I say? So what do we have for my lovely Geminis? Can we have some really positive energy, please, Michael, for my gems? What do we have for my Geminis? Thank you. Moving into the weekend and into a new week for Gemini. All right, people. Temperance. Sag energy, lovely relaxed energy. This is also Archangel protection. 5 of Wands, internal conflict, Gemini. Standing at crossroads, what should I do? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. I'm hearing, should I work on this? Should I work on this? Is it possible for a passionate new start? Okay. So I think, Gems, you are possibly apart from someone you care about at the moment. You guys may have had an argument. I don't know whether or not it was because someone was sat on the fence. You're trying to make a decision. Should we work on this for a passionate new start or not? Is it worth the time and effort? Now, you may be thinking of a Sag with a Temperance card, or you could have Sag in your chart. Okay, guys, Ace of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Gemini, there's a lot of love in this connection. But with a Knight of Swords, there was an argument. Libra energy, because this wasn't balanced. This was not balanced. Okay. The Wheel of Destiny, it is fate you two met. And you two are in love with the 2 of Cups. Okay, beautiful. But 5 of Pentacles, is this to do with money? 9 of Cups. Or did someone want to be indulged because they felt left out in the cold in another relationship? Was this a third party? The Sun. Wow. I'm feeling a lot of confusion and upset about this because obviously, Gemini, you two love each other. I mean, that's really clear. It was fate we met. 2 of Cups, we're in love. But with the 5 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups and the Sun, someone feels left out in the cold, feeling as if the other person wanted to be indulged, and it's all come to light. Or we could try again, but we live in completely different areas of the world, right? I don't have the money to continue flying backwards and forwards to see you, even though I love you and you make me happy. I mean, this could be somebody who has a really good job, justice, and they just can't bear to give up their job in order to make this life change. And it might have put a lot of pressure on both of you. You have 2 aces here. I mean, there's a possibility that you guys could really make this work and make this solid, because at the moment you're just talking about love and passion. This isn't a serious commitment because I think with the Sun there's distance involved, but both of you want this. The only issue is one person's worried about money, the other person's maybe worried about their job. So what you're doing is you're telling each other, you're the love of my life, you know, I want to be with you, I don't want to lose you, but neither of you are ready to sacrifice to make this really happen. Someone here is saying it's going to cost too much money. The other person is saying, I don't want to leave my job. So what do you do? The Fool. I think you two met. It might have been a shock and rather wonderful. 3 of Wands, but there's an ocean between you, right? There may also be a situation where one of you is still connected to someone else. It could be someone has their elderly parents living with them, something like that. It's not necessarily a third party. I feel with the 7 of Wands, you two have been backwards and forwards about this. flying to see each other now and again, loving being together, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying just spending time together, and then you go back home and all the fears start all over again. Is my person cheating because they live in another country or another state? It's that sort of energy. So I think what you've now realized is, okay, we've either got to let this go, or one of us has to sacrifice to really make this work. The problem is neither one of you wants to be the one to sacrifice, because one is going to sacrifice more than the other. Someone here has to leave a stable job to move to somebody else's area, or someone here is going to have to spend a lot of money on relocation to do this. So, Page of Swords. I mean, this is a difficult message of truth, and that is, we live in different areas of the world, right? We either end this or we move into the Ten of Cups. But both of you are sitting there thinking, yeah, I love this person, but do I really want to leave my job? I mean, could I find another job in the other area? Or, you know, do we love each other enough for me to make this massive sacrifice? So it has been something that's been playing on your minds. Gem, let's have a look and see what your person would want to say to you, okay? Here we go, guys. What would Gemini's person want to say to Gemini? It flew out the deck. The chemistry between us is off the charts. Maybe one of you is worried that the other person is actually just obsessed with the chemistry between you two, the sexual energy. And if you guys moved into a situation where you were living together, would that chemistry just disintegrate? Maybe that's the fear. What would your person want to say to you, Gem? They're fearing they're wearing rose-tinted glasses. They're fearing that if they make this massive sacrifice, it's not going to be as wonderful as they think it would be. Because part of the excitement is seeing each other after several weeks apart or a couple of months apart. You know, you're both looking your best. You're both on your best behavior. I think you're really scared, both of you, that if you tried to make this into a serious commitment, one of you would lose interest. What else would this person want to say to you, Gemini? You inspire me in so many ways. I'm planning on reaching out to you. Why do I feel this is a cycle you guys are in? You come together, it's amazing, it's wonderful, then there's a little bit of an argument. Well, you move, you spend the money and move to be with me. No, I don't want to do that. You leave your job and come and live with me. No, not ready to do that, right? And then it starts all over again. You miss each other, the chemistry's crazy, you meet up, you have, you know, a week of incredible sex, and then you go back to your respective, you know, homes thinking, okay, well, that was nice. And you're sitting there with rose-tinted glasses, remembering all these steamy nights and holding hands when the sun goes down. But you're thinking, both of you, that if you made this real, right, where you wake up in the morning looking crap, or you come home from work and you're in a bad mood, somebody's on the loo, somebody's in the bath with a face pack on. I mean, the romance tends to go. You got to work on it, right? So that's what you're both scared of. If we tried to make this a serious commitment, maybe the chemistry would just go. So what you're both doing is you're living in fantasy land, both of you not really wanting to progress this. And it is where this may stay, Gemini, to be honest. So guys, I'm leaving it there. I hope that's helped. And we're now moving to the sign of Cancer. So, my lovely Cancerians, here we go, guys. Let's have a look and see what's going to be happening for you over the next few days. So, Archangel Michael, may we have your guidance, please, for my lovely Cancerians, Friday the 6th of June. Heading into the weekend, into a new week for Cancer. Thank you, Michael. Okay, people. I hope you guys have got a lovely weekend planned. It's hotting up here in France. Okay. Wow. Temperance. That's crazy. Okay. You might be connected, Cancer, to a Gemini. Sag energy. 7 of Cups. A little bit of emotional confusion. Okay. About the Queen of Pentacles. Or this could be you, Cancer. All right. 7 of Swords. The Devil. King of Pentacles. The Death card. Three of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Guys, you're as bad as each other. What is going on here? 7 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Page of Swords. Okay. I mean, this is basically, all right, jig is up, cards on the table time. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Okay. Cancer. You guys are in a commitment, okay? You're both cheating on each other. That's what this is. You guys have been in this connection for quite a long time. You're very chilled. You're both relaxed. You're both dipping into other options. Whoever you are in the mix, Cancer, I think the Queen of Pentacles, the female who's in a commitment, is sneaking out with a Capricorn, possibly. She's very attracted to this guy. I think with the King of Pentacles energy, this King of Pentacles is possibly having a fling with a Scorpio who lives at a distance. Both of you are cheating on each other. With the 7 of Wands, you initially denied it, and then there was a very honest conversation. And that conversation was, okay, well, we want to stay in this relationship, both of us, but we also want a little bit of the other now and again. Now and again, we both like to feel that we're still attractive, we can attract a lover, so we're just sitting at crossroads, both of us. I mean, Cancer, that's what this is, the Sun, yeah. So with the energy of the Sun, I think the Queen of Pentacles is behaving a bit like the Queen of Wands, right? She's going off, she's finding herself a hot lover, this guy looks pretty sexy. And I think with the Moon, Cancer, what this guy is hiding is, with the energy of the Emperor, this is someone who's also potentially cheating on the wife, right? Behaving like the Knight of Wands, sending someone passionate messages. Now, I don't know whether or not these two managed to hide this from each other for the longest time, but there was a Tower moment. And I think you two are now thinking whether or not you should actually end this connection and simply go your separate ways because you're both cheating on the other, or whether or not, for the sake of family, there could be children involved here and maybe a lot of financial security, whether or not you should live under the same roof, kind of like best mates, whilst having affairs with other people that you're both okay about. I mean, you're thinking, what do we do here? So Cancer, this is you two discussing the future of your marriage, okay? So Cancer, let's see what your person would want to say to you. Your person saying to you, Cancer, you deserve better than me. So Cancer, your person may have cheated first. What else is your person saying to you, Cancer? I abandon people to make myself feel important. Oh my goodness. This is someone who has narcissistic tendencies. They just need attention, adulation. They need to be made to feel important, right? but they want to start over with you. So this is someone who understands that they have these traits, but they don't want the relationship to end. What do you want to say to your person, Cancer? I dive in and out of relationships, so you cheat on your person too. The difference, Cancer, is you feel really bad about it, whereas your person is very firmly sat in their shadow, knowing that, yeah, they just move towards lovers and then abandon them because it feeds their ego. At least you have a conscience, Cancer, right? I feel terrible for hurting you. I mean, this is a really straight conversation, guys. This is a really straight conversation. Okay, jig is up. We're both cheating on the other. Let's admit it, right? What are we going to do about our marriage? What are we going to do about the money, the kids? What are we going to do about the house? You two, at this point of time, have decided to live under the same roof, but carrying on your respective affairs until you decide what you both want to do. But everything is out in the open now. You have admitted that you're both cheating on the other, okay? Gosh. All right, Cancer. So, moving now to the sign of Leo. Okay, beautiful Leos, here we go. Just recovering after the Cancerian reading. Let's see what's going on, Leo. Right, so Archangel Michael, please tell us about my beautiful Leos. Oh, you got the Sun, guys. Wow. Happiest card of the deck. This is expansion, growth, sitting in the sun with a margarita. Right, your sunglasses are on, you're chilling out, life is good. Yeah, and that's the divine saying, yep, Debs, this is Leo's reading with the sun. I love you guys. All right. Archangel Michael smiling at me. Okay. Oh, feeling a wave of love. Okay. All right, Leo. Oh my God. What is it with this temperance energy? Who's dealing with a Sag? I've got Sag all over this particular reading this week. But that's also angelic guidance, temperance. Okay, Leo. 9 of Swords. All right. All right. Judgment. Heavy Sag. Okay. 7 of Wands. Justice. Leo, you're trying to sit in a lovely relaxed energy, although you're having some sleepless nights, because you've got a really serious decision to make, and it could be relating to a Sagittarian or even a Libra. You're putting up very strong defenses and you're thinking about justice or a legal contract. It's as if, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So either somebody else is stressing out here, maybe having to face Judgment Day, Leo, or you are, guys. 2 of Pentacles, trying to make a decision, juggling money. Chariot, do I move? Do we move? Are you thinking of selling the house because of financial issues? 7 of Cups, feeling very confused. What are our options here? Right, King of Wands. Okay, Leo, you're coming through as a masculine. You are trying to make a decision. Do you move or do you stay put? Now, I don't know what happened here, Leo. There could have been infidelity, or there might have been a massive issue to do with your job. Maybe you lost your job or money's really tight. You're trying to sit in a calm energy about it and not panic, but you are panicking. You're having sleepless nights because this is a major decision. You're being very defensive about a contract, or you may feel that somebody else wants to balance the situation out, but you don't know what to do here. The Strength card, Leo. You're holding back from making a major decision because this is a really important one. Yeah. Yeah, the world. Do you actually move to a different area? Do you leave your house? Now, for some of you, you may be, if you're in a partnership, you may be thinking about divorce. You could. Do I end this relationship or not? Eight of Cups. Eight of Swords. You're in your head, Leo. You're in your head. Queen of Swords. So you're in your head, Leo, about a Queen of Swords. So you're thinking about an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You're either wondering whether or not you have the courage to end your partnership and move away from this person, live separately, or you've had a very honest conversation with your partner about a financial situation or a legal contract. The Three of Wands. You're thinking about embracing change, Leo, because you're heartbroken about the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, right? Unequal give and take in a long-term situation, so your marriage may be going under, or you guys used to sit in the Ten of Pentacles, but whatever happened here, you are now struggling. You're struggling financially. With the energy of the Page of Wands, you guys may have a child, or you gave a lot of money to a child, maybe early inheritance, but it left you in the Ten of Wands, very stressed out financially. So with the Four of Pentacles, you don't have a lot of ready cash. You're holding on to your money. You're hoping to move to calmer waters, but you may have to sell up and move. Leo, that's what you're thinking about. You may be realizing that you need the money. You need the money, okay? So I think this is a family situation, guys. With that said, Leo, let's ask the angels their advice. Archangel Michael, what would the angels advise Leo to do? Should they stay? Are they going to be okay financially? Should they sell the house and move? Within the next few weeks, they are, if I can speak, suggesting you make a decision. Within the next few weeks, there will be success. So something's going to happen which is not expected in the next few weeks, which may mean, Leo, you don't have to move. I think with helpful people, someone or a group of people are going to come to the rescue. Maybe help you out financially. Maybe other family members are going to help you. Ask for help from others. Okay, Leo, helpful people, ask for help from others. Leo, I think what the angels are saying is swallow your pride. If you've got financial issues, let your family know. Okay, this might be mortifying. You may be really embarrassed. You're ringing your brother or your sister or your uncle or your grandma and saying, we are thinking of moving because we can't afford to stay here, or we can't afford the mortgage anymore. You will be very surprised, Leo, how many people will rally around. Very, very surprised, okay? So don't make any rash decisions, but definitely let other people know, people that you trust. You're not spreading gossip throughout the whole neighborhood, but speak to your family and just say to them, we're sitting on the fence because we may not have an option but to actually sell the house. And I think you'll be very surprised how generous-hearted other family members will be, okay? All right, Leo. So guys, that is it. Moving to the sign of Virgo. So here we go, Virgo. Are you ready, guys? I hope you've got a good weekend planned. Archangel Michael, please can we have your advice and guidance for my lovely Virgos, masculine or feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Friday the 6th of June, 2025. I'm seeing somebody draw across curtains and it's a beautiful sunny day and they're opening up this window, breathing in this crisp air, looking at the sunshine, thinking, oh, it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day. What are you up to, Virgo? You going on holiday? Are you just enjoying time at home this weekend? All right. The Fool. There's an excited energy coming from you, Virgo. Excited energy, the Chariot. Okay, you're going on holiday? I mean, the Fool and the Chariot is excited energy. I don't know. You may be traveling to see an Aries or a Cancerian for some of you. I think, Virgo, someone's expecting you. Seven of Pentacles, they're expecting you to visit them. Queen of Cups. Virgo, I think you're reconciling with someone. Virgo, you're reconciling with a Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah. I don't know whether or not you guys had an argument and then came back together again and you said to this Queen of Cups, okay, I'm going to come and see you. You're really excited about this, guys. 8 of Wands, messages of passion. Yeah, Virgo. 6 of Wands, victory and success. Leo energy. Yes, you're going back to somebody from the past. Very happy memories from the past, Virgo. Yeah, okay. You walked away from this person in the past, but I think you guys are reconciling. Now, I don't know, it could be that you're moving back into a honeymoon period. It could be that you're whisking this person away on holiday, thinking about walks on the beach, right? I think you're romancing this Queen of Cups, Virgo. This is someone you walked away from. The Hierophant, Taurian energy. The High Priestess. Virgo, you're either patching up a marriage after not speaking to your person for quite a while. You guys are rebuilding your marriage, Hierophant, High Priestess, no talking for a while. Or Virgo, you're reuniting with a lover from the past or a love from the past, feeling all excited, but what you're not saying is that you are married. I hope not. 9 of Cups. The Sun. Yeah. Okay, so guys, 2 scenarios. The first scenario, Virgo, is very simple. You have been away from a Queen of Cups for quite a while, whether or not you're married or long-term dating. I think you two might be coming back together again, booking a beautiful holiday, getting that closeness back, walks along the beach, right, enjoying the sunshine. You might not have been speaking to your married partner for a while. It might be one of you had an affair, I don't know. It could have been to do with overindulgence. Something came to light about an affair, but you're patching things up. Or, second scenario, Virgo, you are racing back to a Queen of Cups that you just can't forget, somebody from your past. You're hoping for victory and success. But, Virgo, she may question you, are you still married? Because this Queen of Cups could be quite intuitive. She might be a Pisces or a Cancerian. We've also got Taurus energy here in Leo, okay? Cancerian energy here, Aries energy. You may not be telling this person, Virgo, that you are married. But she may intuit that you are, and she may question you. Just saying, just saying. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Now this is a wish come true. This is healing a situation. We got the Strength card. You two may have been holding back from each other for quite a while, feeling left out in the cold though, missing each other with the Five of Pentacles. There may be a sense with the Three of Swords that, you know, you two are heartbroken because somebody sabotaged this, all right? I think with the energy of the Hermit, Virgo, you have been doing some soul searching and you're deciding to go back to somebody with a little peace offering. Okay, so if you're patching up your marriage, this is you two moving into a honeymoon period again, beautiful energy. But if, Virgo, you're going back to an ex-girlfriend, but she never realized in the past that you were married and you're still married, she may intuit that you just want to be indulged and she may question you, okay? Just putting it out there. So it could be one of two scenarios. Let's ask the angels their advice, okay? But two people are coming back together again. And it's going to be within the next few weeks. All right. All right, Virgo. Somebody may pull back and reconsider meeting up. Or you two have simply decided to reconcile. Okay, yeah. So you two are coming back together again, having reconsidered letting each other go. So you are patching things up, Virgo. You're making this work. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, Virgo, okay? Yeah, big happy changes under the deck. So I think, guys, the most likely scenario, given the messages from the angels, is that this is you two coming back together again and reconciling after some kind of split. Okay, yeah, I think this relates to two people rebuilding a marriage, getting the passion back in the sunshine, right? Margaritas as the sun goes down. Yeah, I think with this Queen of Cups, who's very intuitive, I think this person realized that there was a possibility this relationship could be mended. And I think that's what's happening. I think, Virgo, as a masculine, maybe, you may be whisking your partner away for 2 or 3 lovely weeks in the sunshine. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm leaving it there. Moving now to the sign of Libra. Gorgeous Libra, how are you guys? I hope you've got a lovely weekend up ahead planned. Let's delve into your energy to see what's going to be happening, my Libras. So Archangel Michael, energies for Libra, please. Energies for Libra, Friday the 6th of June 2025. Moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. I'm hearing a pop song. Is it the Jackson 5? Don't blame it on the boogie. Are you feeling in a light-hearted mood, Libra? You may be listening to music, doing a few bits and pieces at home. All right. The Lovers. Gemini. Libra. 7 of Swords. No. Okay. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Nine of Cups. Libra, I feel that someone here upset you. They might have sneaked off and had a one-night stand. I think you were angry about this and called this person out, saying to them that they just wanted to be indulged. You were very disappointed in this person. The 2 of Cups. 7 of Cups. I think, Libra, you have been wondering whether or not your person actually fell in love with the person they had an affair with. Was it just passion, or did they fall in love with their lover, right? The Devil could have been in a situation, a relationship with a Capricorn, or a Leo with a Strength card. Okay. What you're realizing, Libra, is whoever this, I want to say, guy is, I feel we're looking at a masculine, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. I think, Libra, this guy just gave into temptation, but he's holding back his passion because I think he wants to try and patch things up with you. But you're very confused. You're worried, Libra, whether or not he actually fell in love with a person he had a fling with. And in which case, for you, it would be a far more serious situation. You know? The Wheel of Destiny. You're wanting to move into a new cycle with your King of Swords. Yeah, King and Queen of Swords. Okay, you two are being a bit cold towards each other right now. Temperance. You're trying to keep your cool. You're trying to remain nice and calm. This is the calm after the storm, because you two are living together or you two are married, all right? But you're burdened because you found out your person cheated on you. You are in your head worried that your person is still infatuated with a third party, even though the affair may well have ended. Underneath the deck, the Four of Pentacles. You're desperately holding on to your person, Libra, even though you feel betrayed. All right, you're not wanting to let this guy go. He's doing all his best to romance you again with the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, babe, I love you, but you're burdened, Ten of Wands. You're really stressed out. Four of Swords. Even though you've healed from this, you're worried that this guy is going to head off back to this lover. Now, it may well be because he may travel for work with the Sun, and it might be that every time he says to you, okay, darling, going on a business trip or something like that, or going to see family abroad, you're stressed that what he really is doing is heading back to a lover. Chariot. This is a guy who travels a lot for work, or he has extended family in another area of the world. And every time he leaves, you're there thinking, is he actually going to see this lover? Is it really over? Right? So Libra, you don't know what to do. You've forgiven your guy, you love your guy, but you can't help but feel he's sat in a strategic energy, pretending as if he's all sweet and innocent. Oh, darling, I'd never cheat on you again. I'm really sorry, it was a one-off. You don't know if you believe him. You're sat there in the Nine of Wands thinking, I'm hanging on to this relationship, but just by the skin of my teeth, because I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Is he going to cheat again? So, Libra, let's get some messages from him to you. Here we go, guys. What would this King of Swords want to say to my Libra? Thank you, Michael. I should say Libras. More of you than one person out there, I hope. Okay, he is admitting to unhealthy habits and behaviours. All right. Is this a guy who's cheated before? He's telling you, Libra, it's water under the bridge. It was a one-off. It didn't mean anything. You know, please forgive me. Okay. Libra, he can't stand the thought of you with anyone else, so he doesn't want to leave you. But is this a guy that just likes to stick his hand in a cookie jar now and again? Yeah, he wants to start over with you. Because he can't stand the thought of you with anyone else, but this could be a guy who gives in to cheating. It's as if he doesn't want you to go anywhere, but he sneaks off and does what he wants to do when you're not looking. And that's not good. Ooh, I miss you. Okay, Libra, you two may be in separation right now. You may be in separation right now. I want to work things out. Okay, Libra, I think you've ended it with him. Maybe temporarily, you may have wanted him to see the reality of what he did. So you two have parted. What he wants to say to you, Libra, is, yes, okay, I have a habit of wanting to be indulged or flirting with other women, but water under the bridge, Libra, because I can't stand the thought of you with somebody else. I love you. Can we start over? I miss you. I want to work things out. But Libra, you're there thinking, well, yeah, but next time he gets on a plane and says, I'm going to go and see my grandpa, or I'm going to go and see my brother, is he really heading off to see this lover of his, or cheat on you with somebody else? You don't know if you trust him. It's up to you, Libra. This might just need some time. But both of you are very cold with each other right now because you're sat in a King and Queen of Swords. Okay, guys. So that's what we have, Libra, moving to the sign of Scorpio. Here we go, Scorps. Are you ready, guys? I hope you've had a fantastic week. Archangel Michael, may we have your guidance for my lovely Scorpios. What do we have for Scorpio, please, Michael? Moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. This is Friday, the 6th of June. Friday, the 6th of June. Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody turn an hourglass around so the sand begins to fall. Are you turning something over, or are you looking at something differently, Scorps? Or are you starting all over again somehow? Or are you giving yourself a time limit? I can't believe this card keeps coming out. Temperance. Unbelievable. Okay. Sag energy. 8 of Cups. Five of Wands. The Star. The Five of Cups. I think, Scorpio, you've been sat in a very chilled energy, coasting, thinking, biding your time. You have decided to take a trip somewhere, even though you may know that this is going to lead to an argument. You want to mend a situation with somebody that you feel very sad about. That's how it's coming through, Scorpio. Ace of Swords. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You've been deliberating, Scorpio, as to whether or not you should tell someone the truth. You've been in your head, should I come clean and tell someone the truth? It's been bothering you. Yeah. Scorpio, I think the truth that you want to express to this person is you might have thought the grass was greener. You may have had other options that you were attracted to, but I think you met someone, and it's only when this person put up boundaries or walked away from you or said, I'm not interested, that you realize they were the one. You've been stressed out because what you want to do is go back to this person to say, I'm really, really sorry. The truth is, I was juggling you with other people or somebody else. I was in my head. I had a lot of options, but what I realize is you're the one. The problem is, Scorpio, you may now feel it's too late. Yeah, you're apologizing to this person. I'm sorry, I had other options. I've got to be honest. I didn't know who I wanted to be with. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. Scorpio, you may be saying to this person, I'm ready for something really serious. Yeah, you want to go back to this person, Scorpio. Now, I don't know whether or not with the Ace of Pentacles, you're realizing they're going back to their roots, they're leaving the area, and what you're thinking about is, I don't have a lot of time. Hourglass, right? Yeah. Scorpio, what you're thinking about is, I was sat in the Knight of Wands in the past. Now I'm realizing this was my person. And you were heartbroken. It's almost as if you thought, well, you know, I'm really attracted to this person. They're great fun. We have a strong connection. But, oh, who's that over there? Oh, that sexy person over there. I think, Scorpio, you may have got overexcited realizing you had a lot of options. But looking back, none of the other options worked out because you couldn't get this person off your mind. And now you're wanting to come back to them to say, oh, I'm so sorry. I treated you like a one-night stand, or I'm so sorry, I thought the grass was greener. But you may be heartbroken, Scorpio, realizing that this person's moved on. You may be. Let's have a look, guys. Underneath the deck, ooh, okay, 2 of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Okay, Scorps, this is going to sound harsh. You're dealing with the Queen of Swords, who is very conscious that you breadcrumbed her, but she's also blocking this because she feels that with the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords, you're either quietly still married to someone, or she's worried, Scorpio, that you want to marry her for financial stability, hoping that she's going to give you money, right? Hoping she's going to support you financially. She's saying no. Sorry, I think I'm connecting with a masculine, Scorpio. 4 of Cups, she's just not that interested, Scorpio. If you look at this woman's face, it's as if, oh gosh, you're back again. Okay. She's nervous. She's not excited, Scorpio. She's nervous. She's nervous. You treated her like a one-night stand, right? Ace of Wands. And you caused her all this burden. She's moving on. It's as if, oh no, don't come back here again. I'm really sorry, guys. She may have got the wrong end of the stick. It might be that this is switched. But yeah, this is someone who is leaving this behind, okay? So Scorpio, you may well have to cut your losses and just let this go. All right, let's see what you'd want to say to her, Scorps. What would you want to say to this woman? Okay. You want to work things out. Yeah. You want to work things out. You want her forgiveness. Please forgive me. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. You guys could be of different cultures, different religions. Maybe that was half the issue, half the reason why you walked away from this woman before. Yeah. Scorpio, I mean, this is you rushing back to her, right? Thinking, okay, I don't want to wait anymore. Let's go and get this woman. But I don't know, there could be an age gap. Do you think to yourself realistically that you're not actually ready for a serious commitment? I need time. Or maybe you need time for your friends or family to come around to this connection. I'm so sorry, but Scorpio, you either left this person heartbroken or she simply does not trust that you genuinely love her. You want to work things out. Yeah, you're sorry, yes, but where's the love? Secrets and deception. What are you hiding, Scorpio? What are you hiding? What's your true intention here? Secrets and deception, passion and desire. Do you hope to lock down this woman who may be nice and stable, right? This is a good woman, and then think, okay, I'm just going to get married or move in with this woman, and then I can head off and see who else is out there. Cheat on her, Scorpio. There's so much I want to tell you. There is someone keeping me from you. Guys, I can see myself with you in the future. Scorpio, you can see a life with this woman. You may feel she'd be a stabilizing influence, something like that. You want to work things out. You want her forgiveness. You need time to bring your friends and family around to this connection. You're really sorry for the past. But Scorpio, secrets and deception, passion and desire. I mean, do you feel as if every now and again you need attention, you need to cheat? You've got it in you. Is it because you're not really ready for a serious commitment? Are you simply too young? I mean, you also seem to be already with someone here. There's so much I want to tell you. There's someone keeping me from you. Are you already with someone, but you feel as if they're the wrong person? Or do you see yourself having a better future with this woman? What's in your shadow? What would your shadow say? I abandon people to make myself feel important. You have an ego issue, Scorpio. You have to take control of your ego, guys. I mean, this is you needing attention, needing adulation, needing to cheat. Because deep, deep down, and it may be buried deep down subconsciously, you have an identity issue. You have insecurity issues. You may not feel worthy enough. So what do? You cheat. What is this woman saying to you? She's going to give you the silent treatment because she may well intuit, Scorpio, that this would be a very unhealthy connection. So I think she's going to hold back, guys. I'm so sorry. So there we go, Scorps. It's just for this week. It may not be your reading. It could be switched. Let's from here move to the sign of Sagittarius. Hey there, Sag. How are things going with you guys? Let's hope this is a really good reading. It's been a bit of a challenge. All right, here we go. What do we have, please, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Sagittarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Friday, the 6th of June, moving into the weekend and into a new week. I've got Saggy Rising, so I'm always keen to find out what's going on with my Saggies. What's going on? I can't speak. What's going on with Sag? Oh, it's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. Okay, people, but the weekend is in sight. All right. The Hierophant. Okay. You may be thinking of a Taurian, or you could be thinking about the concept of religion, community, family, traditional values, marriage. The 5 of Cups, Sag. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Page of Pentacles. The Hangman. The Star. Sag, you're in a very traditional situation here, or this person could be part of your family. There's a lot of sadness. You're really wanting with the Page of Pentacles to offer this person a sort of an olive branch, because you see things very differently now and you want to heal this. So you may be wanting to communicate with a Taurian, a Pisces, or an Aquarian in particular. But Sag, this is you feeling as if you want to do this, but you don't know their reaction. You're sitting there feeling heartbroken because something's come to light with the energy of the Sun, that this person has become very defensive, didn't want to talk to you, didn't want to see you. This is someone who's a powerful manifester, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. I think you've been spying on this person, Sag, or this person may have delivered a difficult message of truth. Empress, that was unexpected. Queen of Wands. Okay, Sag, this is you. That threw me. Okay, but we got the King and Queen of Wands. All right, Sag, this puts a different slant on it now. Okay, there was an argument. There was an argument, Sag. All right. This could go so many ways, guys, but we have a King and Queen of Wands, and we have an Empress. So you could be sat in the King of Wands, you could be sat in the Queen of Wands. What I actually think we have here is we have, with the energy of the Hierophant, you believing, Sag, male or female, that the person that you wanted to be with was actually married, and so this was impossible. With the Page of Pentacles, you may have felt that this person was trying to put you in the friend zone and actually heal from this because they were in a relationship with someone else. So you could have been a Sag man who was a little bit obsessed with an Empress who might have been married, but she might have been behaving like the Queen of Wands, right? In the nicest sense, young, free and single. Or you could have been sat in the Queen of Wands, Sag, realizing that a King of Wands that you're a bit obsessed about had a baby mama sat at home. Difficult message of truth, Empress. Basically, whatever potential this had, it's game over. Because someone here is pregnant, they got a child, and or they're married. It's sort of done. Okay? Yeah. 10 of Cups. Somebody's upset because they're realizing they're in a really serious relationship. 4 of Cups. Yeah. Not happy, not happy. There might have been an argument. Okay? I think, Sag, whoever you are in the mix, you felt you may have sabotaged a connection in the past with someone that you could have moved into a beautiful relationship with, but you blocked this person for a period of time. What you're realizing is, in between the time that you knew this person and now, they've got hitched, or they've got pregnant, or this person is living with somebody, they're not available anymore. Everything has changed, Sag. Death card. Everything has changed. And I think with the Hermit, you're pulling back, doing a lot of reflecting on this. It could be simply, oh my gosh, time moves so fast. It could be, I assume this person would still be single and oh my God, they're not. You could have seen this person in the street and realized they were pregnant. Right? It might have been obvious. You could have looked online and realized this person got married. Whoever you are, you could be the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. You are realizing the person that you wanted to be with is hitched or pregnant or has a young baby now. And it's as if, okay, well, that dream is done then. That dream is done. Okay? So whoever you are in the mix, Sag, I think you've just got to move on. Let's get some messages from the angels. Angels, what do you have to say to my lovely Saggies? Yeah, Sag, I think you wanted to reconsider a relationship here. You wanted to go back to an ex. But it might have been several months ago, Sag, since you saw this person. It might even have been 2 or 3 years. You wanted to express the fact that you were sorry for an argument or something here, Sag. You felt this was your person. You might have felt it was the perfect time to bring this person back into your life. Right? And you were ready, maybe finally, Sag, to take action to move this into a relationship again. But the angels are basically saying, Sag, don't approach this person. Don't approach this person. Get more information. They're not single, Sag. This is someone who's now in a very serious relationship, or they're pregnant, or they've had a baby. It's unlikely that they're going to take you back. Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean, time moves on. So many times we meet people and then think, oh, what if I contacted them or given them a ring or said, hey, and then time moves forward and before you know it, it's 2 or 3 years ago and people move on. People meet other people. People change, right? So you might have to cut your losses here, Sag. Okay, because what you're realizing is whoever this person is, they have moved on. Let's now head to the sign of Capricorn. So Caps, are you ready? My beautiful Capricorns, let's see what is going to transpire over the next few days. But guys, of course, as you know, this could be a message coming through now for later on down the line. So Archangel Michael, please give us some guidance. What should Capricorn expect, please, Michael, in the next few days? Okay. The Lovers, Gemini. I tell you what, that Lovers card and the Temperance card have just been so prevalent in this particular set of readings. Wow. The Lovers. I'm putting that to one side. I'm sick of seeing that card. All right, Caps, let's have a look, guys. The Knight of Cups. That's a lovely start. We may have someone, Cappy, who wants to be romantic with you, or this could be you. Queen of Cups. Okay, Caps, are you heading towards a Queen of Cups? Are you wanting to be romantic with a Queen of Cups? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio with the Tower. It's going to shock the hell out of her, Capricorn, because you're taking action. All right, you may have Leo in your chart. Three of Cups. You are making a beeline for this Queen of Cups. Now, you may have known her in the past. You may want to reunite with this woman. You want to work on it. Eight of Pentacles. It might even have been someone you met via work somehow. The Star, Aquarian energy. You want to heal this. You've been looking at some past mistakes. Okay. Maybe you're realizing in the past you should have treated this woman a bit differently. I don't know. Four of Wands. Capricorn, you may even have romanced this woman whilst you were living with somebody else, and you may have recognized that she found out about that. The Hangman, Pisces energy. The Hierophant, you felt a very strong connection with this woman. Taurian energy, Pisces energy. Three of Swords. Or were you stuck in a living together situation with a Taurian, Capricorn, and that's why you couldn't offer this woman commitment? You may even have met this woman on holiday or whilst your partner was away. There may have been some romance that developed, but looking at past mistakes, Four of Wands, oh damn, you know, I was living with another woman in the past when I met this Queen of Cups, and so that's why I couldn't turn this into something serious. You want her to look at things differently, or you are now seeing her differently, and you may realize she's marriage material, but you may fear you've broken her heart. You may fear that because you possibly left her in the dust to go back to the partner that you were with at the time, she's not going to want to know you. You're worried. Yeah. You're worried that because you left her out in the cold and possibly very confused, she's not going to be interested again. You may know that you betrayed her, okay? Now, it could get even more complicated, Capricorn. You may have met this woman because you were upset because your long-term partner that you were living with betrayed you. So you may have headed towards this Queen of Cups for revenge, right? Taking photographs of her, you know, to send to your ex who cheated on you to get her jealous. So in effect, you might have used this Queen of Cups to get back at your ex. Now I think the relationship with your ex is totally over. You're realizing that you want to be with this Queen of Cups. But Cappy, in the nicest sense, you may have used her to make your ex jealous, or you may have simply wanted a little bit of fun whilst living with somebody else. So is it going to work? I don't know. Guilt, remorse, regret, under the deck. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? You're facing Judgment Day, Capricorn, because you used this woman because you wanted to be indulged at the time. What you're realizing now is Ace of Swords. She figured out the truth that all you really wanted was a one-night stand, and it was the last time that she was ever going to see you. But what she doesn't realise is that the only reason why you move towards the Queen of Cups is that your partner was juggling you with somebody else and you felt breadcrumbed. What you're wanting to do now, Capricorn, is move towards this Queen of Cups to say, hey, it's been a while. My relationship's over and done with. I'm sorry I wasn't honest with you in the past. Shall we date? Because you believe you met this woman for a reason. You believe it was fate. The problem is, what you're looking at is her realizing you were married or living with another woman, you leaving her broken-hearted out in the cold, feeling betrayed. So do you really think she's going to take you back? Probably not. Let's see if we can get more info. What is this Queen of Cups going to do if Capricorn moves towards her? High Priestess. She could be very intuitive. Pisces or Cancerian energy. She may just ignore you. She may not say anything at all. She may ignore your message. There we have you, Cappy, the devil. You may now be obsessed with this woman because she is not interested. You know, it's as if the more she ignores you, the more she acts as if she doesn't want to see you, the more obsessed you are about wanting to speak to her. King of Swords, because you've got a plan, Capricorn. And your plan is to move towards her to say, hey, how about it? Let's date. But she's going to hold back from you. She's going to hold back from you. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how long you stand at crossroads, Capricorn. I don't think she's going to pick up the phone. I don't think she's going to want to see you because of the way you treated her in the past. Now, Cappy, you could be a masculine who pursued a Queen of Cups, who completely switched things up on you, who betrayed you. Okay, guys? So you could read it that way as well. You could. Okay? She could have been involved with a King of Wands, and Cappy, you could be coming through as a King of Swords, realizing that she was two-timing you. Could be that too. Okay, guys? But I'm going to leave it there. Moving now to the sign of Aquarius. So, Aqua, here we go, my beautiful people. Let's find out what the cards have to say, my Aquarians. So, Archangel Michael, maybe have some really positive energy, please, for my lovely Aquarians. Guys, these readings. But, you know, you can't flower up. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. You can't flower up what comes through. You know? I mean, you guys may read the energies differently, but I'm not one of these readers who sees betrayal, deception, and says, oh, yeah, it's all going to be great. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm sure you wouldn't want me to either, guys, you know? So, what do we have for my lovely Aquarians? Let's see what's going on. Okay. Six of Pentacles. All right, Aqua. Five of Swords. Okay. Eight of Cups. King of Pentacles. Judgment. All right, clear as day, Aqua. You felt breadcrumbed by a King of Pentacles who sabotaged a situation with you, so you walked away from him and he's now facing Judgment Day. Okay? He might have left you brokenhearted. There may have been negative patterns of behaviour. This guy could have been a Capricorn, but not necessarily. He might have betrayed you. Oh, God, Michael, really? Okay. I left you out in the cold. Might be to do with money. Page of Swords. I think there was an argument between you two. You were very angry with the Page of Wands. Right? You might have been very angry. You sat in self-love with the Ace of Cups. And I think you stood up for yourself, Aquarius, right? You stood up for yourself, Queen of Swords. And you said, okay, I'm leaving. All right. I'm leaving. This is done. Yeah. So, whether or not this is a family situation and you felt breadcrumbed by your father or grandfather, could be an inheritance thing, or whether or not you were in a relationship and found out that your long-term partner cheated on you, sat in the energy of the devil, broke your heart, betrayed you and left you out in the cold. Page of Swords, there was a difficult message of truth. You were very angry. You decided to sit in self-love. You turned your back on this guy, and with the energy of the Chariot, it's as if, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Yeah? The Star. I mean, Aquarius, you're healing, I think, right now. You're holding on to your money. This could have been a financial betrayal, or you are holding back if this guy cheated on you, if this was a love situation. With the Three of Wands, you're looking now to your future, Aquarius. It may be that this whole situation caused you to have to move, right? If he cheated on you, you may have left the family home, the marital home, or maybe with the Ten of Wands, Aquarius, if this is financial, if this King of Pentacles betrayed you financially, leaving you in the Five of Pentacles, right, breadcrumbed you, then you may have had to move to another location because you couldn't afford to keep a roof over your head. I think with the Page of Pentacles, there might have been a child in the mix, Aquarius. This King of Pentacles may have wanted to give money to a child, and so he couldn't have given money to you too. Something like that. Or with a Page of Pentacles, you may be shocked to find that he comes back with a little bit more, right? Page of Pentacles is, yeah, sorry I didn't do what I should have done in the past. Here's another little pentacle, but you may almost be insulted. It might be a Tower moment. It might be a Tower moment. So this is you. So this is you either realizing that your ex wants you back. They're coming in with a little gift. Hey, Aquarius, can we start all over again? And you're thinking, hell no. After you broke my heart and betrayed me and left me out in the cold, I don't think so. Or if this is financial, you may think, oh great, okay, finally this is going to be balanced out financially, only to realize all he's giving you is one extra little pentacle, which is still going to leave you in the Five of Pentacles energy. So you're off, you're going, you're leaving, okay? God, guys, really, conflict under the deck. I mean, Aquarius. All right, now Aqua, this could be romantic, it could be a familial, it could be a family situation, so I'm dipping into the Angel Answers deck. Archangel Michael, what do the angels need to say to Aquarius? What are the angels' advice here? What's the angels' advice? Wait, okay, don't do anything rash. So if you're thinking, okay, that's it, I'm going to pack up and just get out of Dodge, right? Leave the house, leave him a little note. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Don't do that. Don't burn your bridges. Okay. Okay. Look for a sign. Something may be in the works. Something may be in the works, Aquarius. Yeah, you're just going to have to wait for divine timing. And I know, guys, it's really frustrating. You may need to compromise. Okay. You may need to compromise. Choose a new direction. Be assertive. It's up to you. Recovery. Okay. Aquarius, you have a choice. Everyone has free will. The angels can only guide us pertaining to what they feel would be most beneficial for us. But we can say no. Sorry, angels, not doing that, right? Aquarius, the angels are suggesting that you don't head off in the Chariot, right? Okay, that's it. I'm leaving. Never want to speak to you again. They're saying don't do that. Just wait. Be patient. Just wait. Don't take impulsive action. Chill out. Look for a sign because something's going to happen in divine timing. okay, which could ensure that you two could recover this, which might mean you two can get back on track, whether or not this is a love relationship, whether or not this is a family dynamic. Or you can say to this person, all right, you want me to kind of compromise? I don't think so. I'm moving in a new direction, right? You could be very assertive about it, but it's up to you. What I think they are actually saying is you could jump in your car, jump on a plane and say, okay, that's it. Never want to see you again. Never want to speak to you again. I've got fed up with you breadcrumbing me. I feel betrayed. La, 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 right? You could leave with a bitter taste in your mouth in an argumentative manner. Or you could swallow your pride and just try and chill out and wait, because something is in the works which could turn everything around. You could still move in a new direction, but what they're suggesting you don't do is do it with a shout. Do it very peacefully, as if you've forgiven this person in a very calm manner, because they're suggesting you don't burn your bridges. It's up to you. It's up to you, okay? All right, so finally, let's move to the sign of Pisces. Okie dokie, my little fishies. Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's see what the cards have to say. Right, Pisces, here we go. Archangel Michael, may we have your advice and guidance for my lovely Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday, the 6th of June, heading into the weekend and into a new week. Just seen the Death card, major change and transformation. You may be thinking of a Scorpio at this time for some reason. Or is everything in your world about to change? Pisces, we will see, guys. All right, you ready? Wow, Ace of Pentacles. There may be a gift of money coming in which is totally unexpected. Or somebody may be communicating with you that they are moving. Page of Cups. You're going to be receiving a message and an apology. Somebody's been thinking about you, about this connection, and they want to reunite with you. Okay. This is someone wanting back in your life, Pisces. Queen of Wands. Could be a Queen of Wands. So I might be connecting with a masculine Pisces here who may have had issues with the Queen of Wands, but she wants to come back, Pisces. Or this could be a family dynamic, or it could even be a same-sex connection. Six of Wands. Judgment. Okay, okay. Pisces, whoever this person is, has faced Judgment Day because they simply wanted to win. They wanted to be victorious over you for whatever reason. Could be ego issues. And that's the reason why they held back. It's as if they wanted to sort of get one over on you or leave you in a difficult situation out of being spiteful or being jealous. The Moon. But what they realized was, Pisces, is they cut their nose off to spite their face. So if this is a family member, this is someone who was there feeling really guilty because they left you in a terrible situation, or they wanted to get one over on you, so they were unpleasant and spiteful. And this is someone sat in fear that they've ruined a family situation now. If you're a masculine Pisces, you may have pushed this Queen of Wands away because maybe she cheated on you. She's now saying, Pisces, I want you back. But with the Six of Wands, you see her sat in ego and you may be holding back, fearful that she's going to cheat on you again. Could go so many ways, guys. you know? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces. The High Priestess. You have an offer coming towards you that you know nothing about at this point. The offer could come from a Queen of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles, if you're a masculine Pisces, may be making a play for you, whilst you may have a Queen of Wands who wants you back, who could be your ex, for my masculine Pisces. You're much better off going for this Queen of Pentacles. Okay? This is someone very stable. She's going to be loyal. Whereas this Queen of Wands, for my masculine Pisces, I think is a bit all over the place. Sad in ego, right? Wanting to hang on to you for stability maybe, and you may know that. If this is a family situation and a Queen of Wands wanted to get one over on you, my female Pisces, because they were jealous, or because this is someone who wanted to win, they may have left you in a difficult financial situation. They may have apologized for running off with quite a large amount of money, okay, and left you in a place of fear. This is potentially another family member who is moving towards you, who is saying to you, Pisces, I'm going to balance out the situation for this Queen of Wands. This could have been your sister Pisces, who never liked you, wanted you to sit in misery. Maybe this is someone who just had a bee in their bonnet about it. Maybe this is someone, Pisces, who wanted to see you suffer for some reason. Hangman. Whatever the situation, you are viewing this very, very differently now because of what's happening here. And you're firmly sat thinking about the past. Yeah. So, to summarize, if you are a masculine Pisces, you have a Queen of Wands who might have cheated on you, may have used you for financial stability, who wants to come back to you. You are saying no. If you say no, my Pisces masculines, you have a Queen of Pentacles who's going to show up. She's highly intuitive, she's nice and stable, and this is someone that you may have known in the past, and you are looking at this person very differently now. I'm going to ditch this Queen of Wands and I'm going to go for the Queen of Pentacles. If this is a family situation, I think, Pisces, you are potentially feeling very stuck. You may have had a family member who was a Queen of Wands, who wanted to get one over on you, wanted to win, wanted to see you suffer, wanted to put you into the energy of the Four of Pentacles, struggling because of ego. There might have been a personality clash, sibling rivalry, something like that. I think you may have another family member, could even be your mother, Queen of Pentacles, who's coming in to help you financially, and you're seeing things very differently about the past. You may be told by the Queen of Pentacles why this Queen of Wands was so angry or so upset or had it out for you or wanted to be spiteful. You may find out something and it may all then slot into place. Underneath the deck, we have Pisces, the Hermit, Virgo energy, doing a lot of thinking and soul searching. The Death card, major change and transformation. There might have been an issue between a Virgo and a Scorpio. The Chariot, that's you moving. Five of Wands, after conflict, moving to calmer waters with the energy of the Sun. Wow. We have the Star, which is healing and a wish come true. And we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, if this is about a family situation and about money and somebody who was jealous and somebody who caused you a lot of financial issues, I think we have a Queen of Pentacles here who's coming in to balance things out, and you're going to find yourself in a lovely place of stability, but you are going to see the past very differently, okay? If this is you as a masculine Pisces, you're ditching a Queen of Wands, you're heading into a beautiful relationship with a Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're seeing a Queen of Pentacles differently, having had massive problems with a Queen of Wands, and this could be somebody from your past. You and the Queen of Pentacles may end up in the sun, in a wish come true, in a lovely home, starting a brand new life. Okay? Gorgeous. That can be 2 or 3 different storylines, so I'm leaving it there. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely weekend. Take care of you. And I'll be back, before you know it, with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.